Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Today's video, we're going to quickly talk about the Kavalos Deathriders, because like Catacross the other day, we have now seen at least the stat block for the Kavalos Deathriders, and these get me really excited for a brand new battle tome when it's on its way. These have come out of one of the repackaged red boxes of Kavalos Deathriders that someone's managed to pick up. But with that, we're going to take it through, we're going to have a look at what has changed on these stat lines and talk a little bit about what we're probably likely going to see stay the same for these models. Now, looking at the core statistics, the wounds and all of that, wounds remain at 3, they've got a 4+ save still, and bravery 10, as you would expect from Death. However, they have dropped 2 inches of movement down to a 10-inch move now. For me, this is interesting why they would drop the movement. I think they're definitely wanting to have this as more, your slow, grindy force. These models are supposed to be heavy cavalry, so maybe that's a reason they've moved down to the 10 rather than the 12, but they have dropped 2 inches of movement there. Now, stat-wise, the mounts have slightly changed. So the third attack profile is the mount. It's actually switched its hit and wound rolls around, and that is the only change to that. So it used to be 4s to hit, 3s to wound. It is now 3s to hit, 4s to wound. So everything else on that is the same. Then we've got the two different. We have Netherite Blades is weapon 1 and Netherite Spears is weapon 2. Now, both these weapons are now rend 1, where the Netherite Spears used to not have any rend. They both hit and wounded on 3s, but now the Spears hit on a 4, and they both remain a 4+ to wound. All weapon profiles are damage 1, as said. This is an interesting one. So we're probably likely to see Netherite weapons maybe stay the same. The exploding hits that we get, it's generally a core mechanic we saw for Bone Reapers. That's probably going to stay. And then you've also got the Deathrider Wedge, where they did mortal wounds. I expect we're likely to see the Spears here get a bonus on the charge for that 4 to hit, because otherwise they are just typically worse than your Kavalos Deathriders with the swords. So you're probably likely going to see, a +1 a wound, +1 damage, or +1 rend, +1 damage, something like that on the Kavalos Deathriders Spears themselves, and the Netherite Blades will be what they are. This is, a really interesting little profile. I don't think an awful lot will change too much what they can do. They might lose their mortal wound ability with the Deathrider Wedge and stuff like that. But I think, you'll probably gain that generic sort of spear thing, like I said, +1 a wound, or +1 rend, or +1 damage, or maybe any combination of those 3. Maybe it'll be all 3, but it's likely to be 2 of them rather than any of them, which is cool. But what do you think of the new profile for Deathriders? Are you getting excited for Bone Reapers? These are one of the armies I've got sitting there, sort of half painted. I've got, I think, 2 units of Mortek Guard painted up and a Vokmordian halfway done. I picked them up when Feast of Bones came out, and they're still sitting there unpainted. Like, so much stuff. There's always more hobby to be done, but let us know what you think of these down in the comments below. And so that is the end of the video. We hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and drop a comment down below letting us know what you enjoyed about the video. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our great little community here, Sinful Gaming has a Discord server, and there is a link to that in the video's description. Also, down in the video's description is the best ways to help support the channel, either by Patreon or YouTube members, or you can grab some merch for the channel from either our Ko-fi or Teespring stores. As a special thank you to everyone who does support via Patreon and YouTube members, we'd like to give them all a shout out. So thank you to our Patreons: Christian, Weir, Soren, Kendall, Outer and Shot First, Andrew Bowen, The Rising Ape, Q Dynamic, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Benjamin Swallows, Red Martin, Iron Grinch, Colorblind Magic, Grimscold, and Andy C. And to our YouTube members as well: Green Roots Gaming, Ronya Lockloric, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Wolfric Nick, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Revenar, Pink Nico Fire, Robin Mankiller, Monty Stabletop Terrain, Davis Weir, James Tillman, Gargamel196, and Disco. Lastly, a special thanks to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork for the channel, and indeed to all our sponsors and everyone who helps on the channel in any way, whether it's coming on and playing battle reports, or indeed our amazing Discord mods, keeping everything there a fantastic place. Thank you all once again for watching, everyone. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now.